Flint.
Yeah.
Start kicking up.
That would be
Well,
nice.
that becomes the thing, though. Could you do some of that stuff? Some of those plants, could some of those old plants be refurbished to be done and turned into, American jobs?
Yeah. No, I mean it's a good thing. I mean, Apple's caught some heat for the time. What is Foxconn? All the suicides and shit and the working conditions. I mean, Apple's caught quite a bit of shit in the past year or two for that shit. So you're gonna start seeing them bringing some stuff over here and manufacturing it stateside. So it's good. It's a good thing.
Agreed.
All right, so you can
and it's coming later on this year.
Yeah. All right, let's quickly move into some video games. Lots of video game news. Yeah, I mean, this is, if, like I said, if you're not a tech nerd or if you're not into video games this week, sorry, but there was tons of news this week, and we have to get into it. We got to cover it. Again, back to Monday, Microsoft, the same time, Microsoft had the keynote, same time Apple did, and they had their original keynote back in February, showing off the box, and most of it was the multimedia side of it and the operating system, and like, oh look, you can turn on your Xbox by walking in the room and saying Xbox on, because the creepy Kinect thing is looking at you all the time, and if you just want to go to ESPN, you just say ESPN. So there was very little game news, and this time around at E3. They gave a little bit more gaming news on the side of things. Chris, how did this whole keynote shake out? I mean, did you watch it?
The Xbox one? No, I knew what the big deal was about the Xbox One, and I'm just like, if it's going to continue going the way that it is, I'll just watch all the criticism about it later. And it was kind of like it echoed the unveiling of the PS3.
Yeah.
Whereas just people were so disappointed in the product already that it didn't matter.
Yeah.
At that point, people are already tearing this thing apart. They're boycotting it, saying horrible things. It's no longer the Xbox One. It's just the X-Bone. It's not doing good. I mean, people are already setting up for a PS3 now due to the failure of this thing.
Yeah, Xbox. And Xbox 360 was very synonymous with hardcore gamers, and Microsoft kind of dropped the ball on the lack of, and kind of unfairly on as far as the initial launch of it. I guess they wanted to more show off the operating system and what the little features were besides the video games, and they were going to save the video game stuff for E3. It kind of backfired in their face, because by the time they got to E3, they announced the games that were coming out, and a couple different other features that they left out from the announcement in February, and it kind of backfired in their face a little bit. But it's still they had a really good game lineup, I thought, for the new Xbox One console. You're getting games like new Halo in 2014.
Who cares?
Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. I guess that guy's a cripple. I don't know.
Just every once in a while, you're walking along and then you just fall to your knees. Like,
it's a Phantom Pain.
I hate that.
I had a leg. They had new IPs, new intellectual properties. Rise, Son of Rome. So that I saw that. It looked pretty good. Kinect Sports Rivals, which is
Phantom Rivals.
Phantom Pain Rivals. Think Wii Sports on that one. This uses the Kinect feature of the Xbox One, and the Gran Turismo rival racing game Forza 5. They showed off, which was it looks really good. It looks awesome. And then Project Sparks, it's a kind of a new competitor, and it's a competitor to the PlayStation's Little Big Planet. And they've never had a competitor for that particular game. And oddly enough, they announced it for Windows 8 as well. So, yeah. So they had all those. And, there's other games like Killer Instinct, Minecraft.
Yeah, they fucking brought Killer Instinct back.
Yeah. Blast from the past.
Not the same studio that made it in the first place, but, I mean, it's a kick in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Minecraft, Sunset Overdrive, D4. Crimson Dragon, Battlefield 4, Dead Rising 3, Below, and Titanfall.
Titanfall looks kind of cool.
Yeah, they were all announced, and like I said, a very strong lineup of games. But I think the damage was kind of done after February. It's like the gamers just switched off, honestly. I really don't know what to say about it. I was kind of excited about the features when we talked about it on a few episodes ago.
Dude, like a month and a half ago, you were literally talking that you couldn't wait for this.
Yeah, and some of the
shit from Sony. You're like, PlayStation, you're done. I don't care what you announce. Xbox has got it. And then you and I had a text exchange yesterday.
Well, it's all the always on stuff. Like it checks to make sure that you're online like every 24 hours. It's not made for good old fashioned hermits like me who just it's like you will play with people and we will watch you through the Kinect thing. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, and there's some people that don't have online connections that like to buy these consoles. I know at least a couple people that don't have their consoles hooked up online. They're like, I don't care about that. I just want to buy a game.
Oh, did you see the guy who was interviewed, or the PR guy who was asked the question? He's just like, what if people don't have? What if people have an Xbox One? They can't get online, or they don't have an internet connection. He's like, and the Microsoft PR guy just said, get an Xbox 360. It's just like, that is not an answer.
No, that guy got fired. We covered that article.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, that guy got fired, man. It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all.
Oh.
I feel like when they had the keynotes, it's almost like the Xbox guy and the PlayStation guy stood side by side and were like, hey, do you want to measure dicks? And Sony was like, yeah, go ahead and go first. And they showed their dick, and they're like, oh, that's cute. And then PlayStation just whipped out their massive thud and broke the table.
Yeah, so maybe we should. Maybe that's a good spot to really get into the Sony PS4 E3 keynote details.
Actually, can I stop you real quick?
Sure.
My time is up.
What,
guys?
You're done?
Yeah, I was so excited. I only have so much time to be on here. I wanted to be on to talk about like, I don't know, some guy in the odd news, like some guy in Texas has like a urethral infection from humping like the mascot of the local high school or something like that.
You heard Drew's story?
Really? And then I'm interested about all the Mac stuff that came up, but yeah, I really wish I could have been around for the rest of this episode, guys.
Oh, if you don't plan on getting the episode later, you definitely need to read the articles on the show notes.
Yeah, our show notes are stacked
there's totally one topic in odd news that is tailor made for you.
Is it the Phantom Pain?
No, not at all.
No. Damn it!
I say just listen to it later because it's going to be an epic.
Yeah, it'll be pretty good. But Chris, thank you for joining us. I know we did have you on a very short time limit this week, but thank you for joining us and hanging out with us and really getting into all the. It's tons of fucking news this week. But thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, no problem. I'll mail you guys this half-drank awful beer that I got too.
You bastard!
Keep it to yourself.
Use it to strip the paint off the car. Something
it's not
like
that bad. It's good.
It sucks.
Oh,
whatever.
By the way, Aaron and I have homemade PB Max, and we're enjoying them right now.
Yeah, suck it.
Enjoy your turn and toss tomorrow.
Is that a rain stick? What is it? Chris, thanks for joining us. If you want to pimp your stuff while you're out before you take off.
Yeah. If you want to send me an email at chrishiller@pbmax.com. You'll be glad that you did.
Hey.
Total lies.
Fuck you guys for bringing up PB Max. That's all I can think about now.
Go get your chainsaw and zip it.
No, wait. Don't you have chrishiller.com, honestly?
No, it's still that real estate dude. I'm trying to knock him out of the domain game. No, it's just no. You don't want to go to my webpage. It's got one of those animated under construction gifs.
No, it's a GoChumby. It's GoChumby, right? GoChumby.com.
No.
What the fuck is it? You have. If you guys are just now, if you're new listeners to the show, you have to check out Chris's artwork. It's amazing. He's an artiste and does. I don't know. What do you call it? What's your job description?
What?
He doesn't have
What's
a job.
your annual income, Ashcole?
No, it's new media design, or I don't know, what do you call it? But
no, I'm just creative services,
graphic artist.
Graphic art. Yes.
There you go.
Works. Pushes one button all day.
Art slave.
But Chris, thanks for joining us, and I don't know. You have to come on. You'll have to come back soon, man.
You got it, Sugar Britches.
The 3 beers are hitting me.
Yeah, you're fumbly. Well done.
All right, we'll talk to you later, Chris.
All right, catch you later, guys.
See ya.
All right, bye, Chris.
All right, let's get into Sony PS4 E3 keynote details. Shit, the internet went bonkers.
Literally.
Oh my God. I watched this live on Monday night. It started at 9, ended at like 11:30. But Sony's initial PS4 announcement in February, the games, capabilities, the controllers, the system were heavily emphasized, but we didn't get to see the box itself till just this past Monday. The box itself, well, it looks like a fucking box.
Yeah, it's a box.
There's nothing to it.
It looks a lot like the Xbox One if you look at them. They're kind of a similar style.
I know. We talk about like movie studios that make like the same movies but with different titles. This is like the same thing. It transferred to the video game industry. It's like the same fucking box almost. Same shape.
Yeah,
anyways.
but so as long as it's different inside, that's more what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I looked at my Xbox 360 and went, oh, hi. I missed you.
I mean, the 360
It's the
and the
functionality.
PS3. I mean, they had like some curves and design features and stuff. I mean, they did. But this box is it looks like a box. Like I said, it's got sharp edges with a half of it's like a piano black, and the other is like a half matte black.
Yeah,
With like a purple strip in the middle, very slight. Thin purple strip or a blue strip.
Yeah, it looks like a monolith from 2010.
It does, and it's
Two of them.
it's slightly offset too, so it's kind of got this funky little look to it. I'm going to cut right to the chase here. Xbox, they announced, Microsoft announced the Xbox One was going to be retailing for $499 this holiday season, and Sony came out and they just fucking kicked some ass this week and said, "Oh yeah, $399, bitches, $399."
Really? That's more affordable.
Undercut Microsoft $100.
I don't want to
that's
state
huge.
the obvious, but that's affordable.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That is
That $100 difference is
huge.
absolutely huge.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's a decision maker right there.
Well, yeah, because when you're out Christmas shopping, you're looking at it and you're like, if I spend $500 on this, the wife will cut my balls off.
Yeah.
If I spend $400 on this, I might get away with saying I got us a new Blu-ray player and multimedia device.
And true to the some of the Xbox fanboys out there listening to this, you could argue that the PlayStation Eye that is sold separately is about a $100 purchase, anywhere from $50 to $100. It's rumored, so that would make up for the difference. But at least Sony's giving us the option to not fucking buy that if we don't want it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Aye.
I still consider myself a gamer, even though I never have time to do it. But I still game. So that is a huge thing, and I mean they just shut the whole presentation down to huge applause with that final announcement. Unfortunately, Sony didn't clarify the launch date beyond the holiday quote unquote time frame, but it's gonna mimic what Xbox is sometime in November. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah. Right now on Amazon, it's the release date is December 31st.
Yeah.
But that's what Amazon has it on. But they're just doing it to put it out there. They just want to be able to get pre-orders. And the pre-order, if you do it on Amazon, you don't even have to pay anything for it, depending on how you do it. Like if you have an Amazon account, it won't even charge you until it's shipped. So
yeah, and I didn't know this. Rick said he pre-ordered it already, and I was like, I was going to, but I thought they were going to charge my account $3.99. I'm like, oh my god, the wife would shoot me in the face.
No, because I did it online, and it's just sitting there as a standing pre-order. So
yeah,
it won't actually charge me until it is actually shipped.
Yeah, and that's what I God, I can't believe, but I pre-ordered this as well. And
yeah, I figured, I'll put my old one in the bedroom and then have that as a Blu-ray player for us, and the new one will go out on the big 60-inch.
I don't get initial launches because they're always got some issue going on with them.
That's what I was going to say is I play the safe card and I wait 6 months.
Yeah, waits for that first cycle to come out because you can keep an eye on it, and there's different version numbers that come out, so you can see what the first ones come out, and then the second ones are going to be like maybe 3 or 6 months later. and they'll take some of the information that they've learned from the users on the first cycle and apply updates and fix things.
Right.